So this is my paladin on my book. It took me forever to get this thing, only because the last boss, Xylem, took me well over 100 pulls before I tried a new strategy. And once I tried this, it died really easy and put this boss on farm. So I decided I would share this strategy with the world, so the world didn't have to go through what I put my wife through, and that's how much time I put into this boss and how angry she got at me. So if this can help you save your marriage, then great. So here we go, gonna log on to my Demon Hunter and show you what I used, what gear I used to kill this boss and basically put it on farm. And it's nothing too crazy, easy. You need like one run through Siege of Orgrimmar, get some socket gems from Siege of Orgrimmar, and then Tomb of Sargeras are basically the two that I killed, and the Emerald Dream to get the first trinket, but I'll show you that here. So here's the gems that I used. I just put 3 agility gems, they were the cheapest. I made the weapons are all from Heirloom. 2 sets of weapons though. But so the Tomb of Sargeras is there, and I just cleared this on Heroic and Mythic to get the trinkets. Use healing trinkets for phase 1. So the Leviathans is 1.5 minute cooldown that basically tops you up and does a bunch of damage as well. And then the tank trinket just heals you when you take damage and gives you a shield, but it's a versatility, and I found the versatility trinket definitely helped me survive phase 1 a lot easier, because a lot of things in phase 1 can just give you. But other than that, you can see my gear's not too twinked, using legendary neck. And then phase 2 I switched my weapons and my trinkets, and so in phase 1 my weapons have Crusader, double Crusader to keep myself alive, and then in phase 2 I go double Force Multiplier to do damage, and then I get this trinket from the first boss in the Emerald Dream. The Seed Podling does a bunch of damage on 1 minute cooldown, so it syncs up perfectly for phase 2. And then the Dragon, I just made it on my Engineer, super easy. It does okay amount of damage, and it's just like a stat stick basically, so I don't have to control. I think in my kill the Dragon helped cleave the ads once, but other than that it wasn't too significant. Any DPS trinket should work. But yeah, there's the Seed Pod from the first boss, Nyalotha in the Emerald Dream. Very nice, especially if you do the tanking one. I didn't have it when I did that tank challenge on my Paladin, but I can imagine it would do an insane amount of damage in that fight. Makes that one a lot easier too. But so I have keybinds for my gear sets. Set number 1 is for phase 1, set number 2 is for phase 2, where I switch weapons. And then you have to set Shadow Core Oil, all 4 weapons, which is annoying, having to put weapons on and off just to get the oil on. But this new strategy is really useful. I messed up a few times on this kill, and I still managed to kill it because I had so much extra time with this new Kite strategy. I didn't even have my Augment Rune on for the kill actually, so that's you have a lot of window for error with this strategy. So just finish gearing up here, get set up, and then we'll get to it.
Greetings. Farewell.
So I will go through a talking walkthrough of how I did this fight. So generally, first phase I didn't really, after enough pulls, it didn't really want to waste too many regens, so I used Cheap Flask, didn't bother ruining. At this kill I don't even think I ate. I just had Shadow Coil on my weapons, and that's about it. So my intro Fell Barrage, and you're basically rotation. The easiest part about this phase is pulling the boss into the middle so you can with your blades and get a whole bunch of range. Healing from Crusader and Orbs. So you interrupt him, bring him close to the middle, and then when those icicles spawn, you can move off them. Basically, start the top. As you see here, a lot of times too, especially in different parts of the fight, you can use these things to just top yourself up. Really easy. You just blade dance or blades them, and yeah, instant full health. So the Crusader needs to go up. This is the first part of phase 1. You can see my trinket. It lines up perfectly with this, just like you use it on pull, and then when your trinket runs out, it's exactly when the phase is going to end. When the trinket's ready to end, is when the phase is going to end. Gauge that. I always try and make sure that I get an interrupt right before the phase ends, so that I'm topped up for every time I have to go chasing after the boss. So there I interrupt them, get myself topped with all the Crusader procs, find the sparkles, and get to him real quick and pop the trinket. These things don't one-shot you, so you can't survive them if you're top, but I always prefer just to play it safe than dodging them. That drain power needs to be interrupted. It's the one thing that has to be interrupted, or you get stacks of that. Unless you're running a high amount of burst, you're just gonna get killed by all its abilities after that. So it's interrupted and game over. So here, panic, which stun the boss, they get healed up. Power interrupt, and then between each barrage he moves a little bit, so you can kite him back into the middle. There we go, find the sparkles. I generally try to save my double fell rush if I can. Sometimes you can't, so if you're doing enough damage, you're going to push the phases faster than the fell rush recharges, so you can only use one. That's ideal. Arcane phase, it's hard to so there I blade danced in the icicles to top myself up before I went arcane after him, which I found was very useful. But this is basically, this is rinsing and repeating this whole phase. You manage to pull him into the middle every chance you get, interrupt him to get in there. And fight. But I meant everybody else's video for this is very, very good. That's where I learned how to do this phase. And yeah, this is just rinse and repeat, switching between Frostbite and Arcane. After enough pulls, you kind of just learn to fit in the fight, and it becomes super easy. So here is where the magic happens. I put on a real flask, put down a real feast, I top myself up. But I noticed I have augment runes there and I didn't put an augment rune on, so whoops. But here we go, so you see the Xylem is there. The trick is to go exactly opposite of him. Alright, I'm gonna put the boss right into the middle of the room, right on the orb. I'm gonna keep him there as long as I can. So I beam, I pop the thing, I drummed, I use my potion, doing maximum amount of damage, and I screw up here. I hit my fell barrage. This is a big mistake, a huge pain. You can see my reaction in the Twitch video. I was not happy that I just did that whole phase 1 and I could have just screwed myself. But here, the Seed of Darkness, you can see the countdown on the debuffs, 3 seconds left. Get to the edge here, slow them with the glaive, and this is where I would normally Fell Barrage, but I don't have it, so I have to panic, and this takes way longer than it should. Fortunately, my risky double Fell Barrage there worked. I get a glaive right at the last second to kill it before it heals the boss. Okay, but anyways, so you can see the pattern. Now I have an entire new set. I'm starting fresh with a full circle of the room. So yeah, basically 20% of the boss health is gone, and I'm starting where most people just start. So now this boss is just rinse and repeat. It doesn't do much damage, but a safe Fell Barrage for the ads, and life gets a lot easier. So that puddle is the trinket. He sits in it for the whole duration, gives you extra leash. There, I'm getting the debuff. I kite, and you see the middle spawn doesn't go to the edge of the room, so I make it all the way around the room for a whole extra time. There's the Fell Barrage, stun into glaive, blade dance, and they die way faster, which also gives them, oh, there's the dragon trinket proc to help them kill those ones. But yeah, so with Fell Barrage they die really fast, gives you more uptime on the boss, which to me was more valuable than the other talent options that I saw. The only thing is that puddle can hide the purple, so it's a little risky using it. You find yourself standing in the bad. So I only one Fell Rush away, because if you get too far away, they're gonna kite through the puddle, and that's gonna not work out very well for you. So you gotta keep them close. Fell Barrage, stun into glaives, blade dance, and they die. Again, if you're super twinked, you're doing an amazing amount of damage, you're a better demon hunter than me, you could probably use different talents for that, but that's the only way that I can do it. But this last phase actually becomes fun with this strategy, because you're not as stressed for time. Like I said, I made a bunch of mistakes and still managed to kill it quite easily. So again, I go to the next, like the corner there, throw glaive to slow, Fell Barrage into stun, glaive, and they did. Now look at the dragon helps kill them again. What a useful little dragon. So there, my demon is actually off cooldown now, and I didn't notice that because I have tons of room left, so I could have used my demon form there. I do end up using it and get a whole nother demon form still, but that's how much extra time you have. So before the original strategy, I would barely get a second demon form before I ran out of room. I have like an entire path still. I was like, oh yeah, look, demon form still cooldown, so that I just used it there. Stunning him is kind of annoying. I get the demon form for these ads, which is kind of fine because it helps them die really fast. Yeah, and there was a full second demon form, and I still have all of this room left. And that's with me screwing up. You can do it even better so that you get an entire another set of ads and still have room. But there you go. I hope this video helps you get your Xylem kill and your book. So, thanks for watching, and feel free to like, and if you know anybody trying to kill this boss, share the video with them, and that Kite Strat will make their lives a lot nicer. Goodbye for now.
We should return to my tower. I imagine we have much to discuss.